Number 1. Phoenix. For a long time, the phoenix has been the symbol of redemption and rejuvenation. This mythical creature looks like an eagle and is famous for its unique cremation. Phoenixes can anticipate their death and burst into flame when it happens, only to rise gloriously from its ashes as a younger phoenix. In classical and ancient Egyptian myth, the phoenix is related to the worship of the sun and was described as a massive bird with red and gold feathers that shone like gold. The phoenix remains a symbol of immortality, eternity, and resurrection. Number 2. Kraken. The Kraken is undoubtedly amongst the scariest monsters to have ever been spoken of. In 1180, the world received one of the earliest mentions of this sea creature from Sverre of Norway, a Swedish king. Sailors claimed that the cephalopod was so enormous, it could swallow maritime bands and instantly sink ships. Descriptions of this squid-looking beast vary a little across folklores. But the consensus is that the Kraken was an Architeuthis dux. What adds to the scary factor is that Kraken is based on an animal that genuinely exists. Giant squids living in the wild can grow up to 43 feet. Number 3. Typhon. The giant snake Typhon has been the deadliest monster in Greek mythology since he was at the same time a deity, as well as a demon. It is told that, as he stood straight, his head touched the sky. He was also called the father of all monsters. His hands were made out of various snakes, while his lower torso was 2 curled viper tails screaming ceaselessly. Typhon was Tartarus and Gaia's youngest son. He attempted to dethrone Zeus. However, Zeus' thunderbolts ultimately vanquished him, and then he was sent into Tartarus as a punishment. Because of his massive wings and fiery eyes, he was a terrifying sight even to the Olympians. Number 4. Hydra. Many of the most popular mythical beings can be traced back to ancient Greece, and the Hydra is an example. This snake-like, huge monster had many heads, all of which could spit acid. The 9-headed monster was termed almost impossible to kill, which is obvious since it was an offspring of the divine monster couple, Typhon and Echidna. Facing the Hydra was no easy feat, as mythology states that, when one head of the Hydra was cut off, 2 more would replace it. Before it died at the hands of the Greek hero Hercules, this demon would haunt the lives of the people of Lerna. Number 5. Leviathan. With its enormous tentacles and prickly body, the Leviathan terrorized the seas. This sea serpent is mentioned in mythology and theology. Originally perceived as a dragon of the seas in Judaism, the Leviathan is now portrayed as a powerful and vicious dragon. We can find references to this slimy beast in numerous Hebrew Bible books. The Leviathan is the embodiment of disharmony and threatens to consume the afterlife. It is killed in the end. Christian theologians term Leviathan as an associate of the demon of envy, one of the 7 deadly sins. Alphite diagrams explain that it captures the essence of the material world space.